Hello guys and welcome to PowerPoint tutorial of a calculator. Let me show you guys how this works. I'm going to try on the backspace. Check that out. See that? Let's assume we want to carry out some addition. Let's say 9 plus 6. Use the plus minus, multiply that by 3 equals that. Let's add 50 to that. And there we go. And let's multiply that by 9. Change your mind. I don't want to multiply by 9. Multiply it by 2. Okay, that is how the plus minus will get rid of the present value. Clear. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to take you guys straight into the PowerPoint development environment, and we put one of these together. So let's exit out and go straight to PowerPoint. And I'm going to start a new project entirely. So let's go straight to File, New, and just get rid of this. Get rid of this as well. I don't need that. And I'm going to come in here now. Let's save this file as, let's say, calculator. I'm going to specify the file type as macro enable. PowerPoint macro enable show. Okay. Be careful you don't select the template. I'm going to select PowerPoint macro enable. There we go. So click on save. Make sure I have the right directory. So come right here. You see PowerPoint macro enable. Save. There we go. If you notice, I do have some lines in here. If you want to get rid of that, all you just need to do is to come here to the grill and just get rid of the lines if you don't want them. Okay. All right. So now to get the buttons, and in fact all of the components that I need, what you need to do is make sure you have your developer menu up there. If you don't have it, go straight to File, select Options, and this pops up. So come straight to Customize Ribbon and scroll right down. You want this developer menu, you want it checked. Make sure it's checked. Click on OK, and you should be able to locate your developer menu right there. If you click on the developer menu right there, all of these components will show up. So the first component I intend to use is this one, the text box. Click on the text box, just draw it right there. Yeah, that will do. Okay, enable. All right, that is fine. Now the next component that I want is the button. Right here, just draw the button there, something like that. We can always copy that, or that might be too big, I don't know. Yeah, that will do. All right, so let's hold on to the control, click and drag. We have two buttons, so I'm going to select both buttons, click control, click and drag. There we go. So let's extend this a little bit more there. Now I need 4 across and 5 below. Let's see if we can get hold of all of them. Just hold on and copy, paste, bring it down, and select it all again. Copy and paste, bring it down. I would have one more. So let's select all of these and just move the components. Just move them up there so that we have enough room. Now I'm going to copy, paste, there, bring it down. All right, that's my system ready. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to my design here just to change the color a little bit, the background color. So right here we have different design, so you can choose whatever you want. So I'm just going to choose that very one. It's sort of like pronouns. Very good. So go back to your developer and let's select the properties. That's the properties right there. Okay, make sure you select a component to select the properties. So I want to see if I can just increase the font size in one go. If not, I'm going to have to do it individually. That can be painful. So let's come in here. Increase the font size to something readable. Make that 22. Bold. It's not accepting. Just 2 went in. Okay, that's fine. 22 bold. Now, this very first one, I'm going to change the picture. And I have the picture right there that I intend to use. Let's select it all. And I want to be able to see the picture that I intend to use. Not that one. So you can just grab hold of any picture that you want. Yeah, this should do. Okay, there we go. That is the picture that I intend to use for that. And this one is going to be known as CE. And this is just C. This is going to be plus minus. To get the plus minus, I'm going to open up Word to do that. Okay, guys, I'm going to select Word and I will go straight to Insert. And in here, I'm just going to select the symbol and let's select the plus minus. Copy that, minimize that, select this button and just paste the plus minus right there. That's it, done. So the next one, this is going to be 7. And I might as well just give them a name. This is going to be CMB button 7. Okay, copy that. This is going to be, well, let's go back in there. That is 8. CMB button 8. CMB 8. CMB 9. And the text content on it is 9. And this is going to be the plus sign. And the name. CMB, let's just hit plus. The one below, CMD subtract. Let's put a sub sign there. And that is CMD subtract. This is going to be 6. The name is CMD 6. This is 5. And here we put 5. Here we have 4. There we go. And here that will be 1. CMB 1. We have 2 here. The caption, change that to 2. Select this. The caption of that is going to be 3. If you notice, guys, I'm changing the caption. Okay, and this is CMB 3. And here, the name of that is going to be CMD multi. Yeah, with a T. Okay, and here that's going to be multiply. Below, I'm going to change the caption of this to division. And the name is going to be CMD division. This is going to be CME equals. And we put the sign equals here. This is CMD decimal. and here just enter decimal sign. And finally, that will be CMB0. There we go. That is it, all done. And this one, they have no name. Let's change the name of this to CMDBS backspace. This is going to be CMD clear entry. This is CMD clear. Let's enter just C there. And this is plus minus. So I'm going to call that PM. There we go, guys. So all the naming is done. So if I run it, this is what you guys will see. Now, let's do some coding. So first of all, I'm going to just double click on one of the components there. And right up here, I'm going to get rid of this because they don't exist anymore. Right up there, I'm just going to enter option explicit. There we go. And next, I will declare a variable. I'll start by saying dim first num. Let's just call that f num. Comma. The next one is going to be s num, which represent first number, second number. And next, I'm going to say answer. I'm going to declare them all as double. So all of the data type will be double. The next declaration is going to be for the string character. So I'm going to call that OP as string. There. All done. Okay, before I go any further, let me just click on save, making sure it's saved. I'm going to click on this. I just want to show you guys something. If I click on show slideshow and enter a value in here, let's say we enter a value in there and end the slideshow, you can still see that value. If I click on slideshow again, the value is still there. I don't want that to happen. Okay, so I'm going to just put together a line of code to get rid of that. And first of all, you see here, I want every single text in there. I want to align right. And I also need to increase the font size of that text box. So come to font and just increase that to something much more readable. Make it maybe 24, that's fine. Back in here, and let's get rid of the text content, or I just leave it there. This is the code to be able to do that for us. So let's go to the code view. Right underneath my declaration, I will start by first of all declaring the following, or creating a function to take care of that. I would call that sub on slideshow page, and I want it to change as follows. There we go. So what I want it to change is, let's see, what is the name of this text box? Oh, it has no name. So I'm going to change that text box to txt result, or maybe txt display. Okay, display. Okay, just copy display. So the default value of display actually should be 0. So let's enter 0 in there. That's the default value. So double click on that, come right in there. All you just need to say is anytime the system is running, the default value should be 0. There we go. So if I come back to the slideshow now, and let's give that a try, and let's run. If I enter whatever value in here now, get out of the slideshow, let's go back into the slideshow. There we go, default back to 0. Okay, so that is fine. All right, the next one I want to take care of, I'm going to take care of all the numbers. So let's go back into the code view. You can click on code view. Okay, right up here, I'm going to create a function So that very function, I think I should call that number digit, something like that. So let's just come in here and change this one to number digits, number digits. There we go. That is the name of my function. And in here, inside the parentheses, I'm going to change that to digits. And this digit set it all as string. There. And right in here, let's enter our function now. I'll start by first of all saying if txt display dot text equals the value of 0, then, and I want this very display to change the digits. These digits that you guys are looking at is set as string. So let's just copy this, paste it right here. I copied the 0 so that I don't have error. Now grab all of the digits and just paste that here. So whatever you have in here is stored in here now. Okay, and I'm now going to use an else statement. So this means the first time you click on the button, only one digit will be visible. Else, if I keep clicking, I want the system to keep displaying whatever digits we have. So I'm going to put and there. And let's just end the if statement. There we go, done. So all we then need to do is, you see this number digits, we just need to paste it on each button. So if I come in here now, double click on 7, right there. The number digit is going to be 7. Just enter 7 right there. Okay, so I'm going to copy that. Let's repeat that for 8. Paste for 8 and change that to 8. That is why it's very handy you using this very function. It makes life easy. Next is 9, followed by 4. Change that to 4. Let's see if we do. That should be 4. Yeah. 5. We go for 6. 6. Okay. Now let's go for 1. Paste that in there. That's 1, 2, 3, and the next is going to be 0. There, all the numbers are taken care of. So let's save that. Let's come straight to the slideshow and click on this slideshow there. Now we can try out our numbers. There we go. Look at that, guys. So that's brilliant. So that's taken care of. All we then need to do is to take care of all of these and these ones. All right. So end the slideshow and show. Now I'm going to take care of this very one here. Let's take care of that. Double click on that. There we go. That's it right there. First of all, so let's just define whatever we have inside txt. Display txt display is 0. So I'm going to paste that in here. Txt 0 is 0. So let's declare the following. Dim f, comma s as string. Okay, so that should be dim declare. All right. The next thing is f, that is going to be f number, and s, that is going to be s number. I'm talking about these two global variable here. So I've just called those two. Now the next action here is we just need to clear whatever is in there. So whichever of the text content on board will be cleared. So if it's that of the first one, that will be cleared. If it's second, the second will be cleared. That's it. Done. So plus I've just taken care of a clear entry. So let's take care of that clear. So that's clear. Just paste that in there, convert the value to 0. Now let's take care of backspace. Double click on backspace. There we go. Okay, in the case of my backspace here, first of all, let me just copy some. All right, I'm going to copy this and double click on backspace again. There we go. Paste that in there and just modify. All right. So in the case of backspace, if this is empty, I want to change to 0. There. So that is if it's empty. Now the next thing I'm going to do is let's just get hold of this, get rid of this, put that off. I'm going to use an if statement. So let's say if txt text is not equals to 0, and txt is not equals to empty, then I want something to happen. In that case, I then want the txt to shift left. Txt display equals left. Txt display, comma, len txt display -1. Okay, let's get that. Let's arrange that properly. So, and if first of all, I want indent. Now txt display dot text len whatever we have in here. Okay, so that's the backspace. I'm going to run it. Just try that out. Click on slideshow. Just enter whatever value in there. And let's see. There we go. Now, if I click on this 9, it should automatically default back to 0. There we go. Look at that. Brilliant. All right. Okay, now we've taken care of these 3. Let's take care of this very one here. Exit out of the slideshow. We double click on the plus minus. And right here, that is it right here. So in the case of plus minus, maybe declare a variable there as well. I'm just going to call that maybe double. So we'll come right here, just say dim. Let's say P as double. That's the data type. Okay, so we're now going to say P that's going to be equals whatever we have inside the text box. So I'm going to grab all of these and just paste it there. That is P. Okay, so and I want the text box to be equals. That to be equals -1 multiplied by P. That's all. Okay, whatever we have in here is stored in here is then multiplied by -1. That is it, taken care of. Now, save and let's try that out. Select your slideshow. There we go, -1. There we go. Minus minus equals positive. Okay, that's fine. Now that is taken care of. Done. Now let's take care of these ones here. All of these here. And these. Let's double click on plus sign. Okay, with the plus sign, we're going to say whatever we have inside F number is then stored. Whatever we have inside txt is stored in on F number. So in that case, the operator is going to be equals the plus sign. And now we'll play whatever we have in there. Okay, as a plus sign. So now let's take care of the subtract. Double click on subtract. Okay, paste that in there and change this to subtract. Done. Next, multiply. That is it up here. Change that to multiply. Next is going to be division. Paste. That becomes division. Good. All of those are taken care of. Now let's take care of the decimal first. Double click on that. Okay, with the decimal, we're going to be using an if statement in there. So let's say if in string txt display, let's just get rid of that and paste what I've copied. Get rid of these as well for now. Txt display, comma, equals 0 or equals a text equals a decimal and equals 0, then you want the following txt display, that would be equals txt display plus the decimal. So that is cmd decimal dot caption. Okay, because we are using VBA code, so it's dot caption. So I'm going to just say end if. There. So that should take care of the decimal. So let's try that out. Hopefully there shouldn't be any error. So let's run. So I say 85 decimal. Let's see if the decimal still works. Yeah, that's fine. It's working as expected. Multiply that by 9. And I happen to change my mind. Clear entering. Multiply that by 3. Okay. This is not working yet. So let's take care of that as well. Double click on equals. So with the equals, I think it will be advisable. Let's make use of select case. You guys have seen how the if statement works. So using conditional statement, you've seen how that is put together. Now, the other way you can put together if statement is using what is known as select case. So I'm going to say S number is going to be equals whatever we have on the text box. This text box here. Copy that, paste that in there. Okay, so we have the value, the second value here. This first value is stored in here. Okay, so let's use select statement now. Let's just select case OP. Remember the variable OP, which is the string variable right here. Look at it. Okay, it's in string. Come right here. So Now, we now want to case each of these various arithmetic operators. The first is going to be the plus sign. If the case is a plus sign, what I want the system to do is just add all of these together for me. So I'm going to copy this, paste that in here. Let's get it indented. Okay, and what are we adding there is going to be equals F number plus S number. Okay, that's the first part taken care of. So I'm just going to copy this now. And if is subtract, this becomes subtract, subtract, paste. If it's multiply, we have multiplication there, multiplication here. And if it's division, in the case of division, sometimes people end up making a mistake dividing by 0, which is not possible. So I'm going to, first of all, use an if statement to check the value that is entered. If the second number that you enter, if that is 0, then I want the system to just display a message. So let's say the text box. Do that. TXT display. Display the following and not divide by 0. Close that. Else, I want the following. Else, carry this out. I'm going to end if. Okay. And let's say else case as well. Okay, this. Just in case if you enter invalid character, I want this to just to display as follows. TXT, just say invalid operator. There we go. And we have to end select case. And select. That is it. Done. Okay, let's try this out. So have a good look at these lines of codes. Save first and let's try it out. There we go. Select that. 9 divided by 0. There we go. Look at that. And now divide by 0. So let's say 9 divided by 2. There. Multiply by 7. Divide by 4. There. I believe you guys get the whole idea, and that's how you create your own calculator using PowerPoint. Okay, one good thing about this is supposing you guys are carrying out something like presentation and so on, you can just add another slide there. The choice is yours. Okay, that's your first slide and second slide. Just add whatever you want to add in there. Let's say you want to add that. Copy. That's your slide number 2. There we go. Okay, that's your second slide. And let's change the properties to whatever you want to change it to. So in here, let's go to the text for second slide. There. Get that centered. And that's your second slide. Yeah, you can just play around with this. If you like, you can create a tic-tac-toe in here. So the whole idea is creating your calculator using PowerPoint, or the whole idea of creating your calculator using PowerPoint is you can always just go to the first slide, that's slide 1, and proceed onto slide number 2. Okay guys, I notice when I select any value here and use the plus sign, it actually get it concatenated. You see that? So I'm going to convert it to a numeric value. So let's go back. So I'm going to double click on plus sign. You see here, I'm just going to change that to by value instead of just leaving it blank. I'm going to do the same thing for the others anyway. All of the operators. Okay, use plus by value. Okay, so that will save you time. By value, that is for the subtraction, and even plus minus, you can just place by value in there as well. I think there's one more division. Okay, by value there, and in here where we have the equals, I will place that by value. Okay, just let it get it sorted by value. It's no big deal. All you just need to do is just add by value to each of them, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to run it now one more time. Run. Okay, let's say 9 plus 9. There we go. That's it. Multiply that by 5. There. Minus 90. Let's say plus 94. The answer should be 4. There we go. So with that guys, I'm going to call it the end of this brilliant tutorial. Suppose you guys enjoy it, and please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more tutorial. Bye for now.